Hey everyone, this is Matt, and in today's video I have another deck matchup for you. This time, Eldlich versus Code Talker. So Code Talker, Cyberse, Link, whatever you want to call it, right? That's the deck that just basically only Link summons, uses like the Signet cards, like whatever. As you'll notice, so this is the Duelist Cup on Master Duel, and I am Duelist level 19. Still need to, I don't know how many I have to win to get to 20, but alas, my opening hand is good. Like, I lost a point toss. I'm going second. So my opening hand is pretty decent. So you'll notice that I'm running the Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere mode. Alright, so why am I running this? This was not in my deck profile video. I'm running this because I thought it would be funny. And honestly, from playing as much as I have, and you might be wondering, alright, what did you take out to put in Winged Dragon Raw Sphere mode? I took out 2 Maxis and put in 2 Winged Dragon Raw Sphere mode. The reason I did that is because I feel like they always seem to have an answer for Maxi, right? Like, they always have Call By, or they have Ash, or they have Crossout Designator, and very rarely does my Maxi actually resolve or do anything. And even if it does resolve, they might just, like, summon, you know, not do anything and just pass, right? So, yeah, I decided, you know what, fuck it. If I'm not going to utilize Maxi anyway, and Maxi is, you know, best going second, right? I'm just going to play Winged Dragon Raw Sphere mode. Yeah, Winged Dragon Raw Sphere mode, pretty much only good going second. Not so good going first, but, you know, I figured that, yeah, I'm going to get more mileage out of it. Even if, so, like, yeah, it's a break if you go first, but, you know, I only have 2 in my deck. I very rarely open both of them in my opening hand going first, and if I do open one, at least, hopefully my other 4 cards will be good, like traps, right? Yeah, opening double Witcher Strike, Ice Dragons, Trap Trick, always good. Always good to see, right? I mean, ideally, you only need 1 Witcher Strike, but, so, my hand is good, is okay, but not great. So let's see what they do. So Signet Mining, I realized very early on that they are a Cyberse deck. So there's going to be a lot of summoning going on here. If you've never played a Cyberse deck, it's all very standard. Every monster is a Cyberse, and every in type but different attribute. So actually, this deck hard loses to Gozen Match. So if you can just flip Gozen Match, you just win completely, right? There's also a counter trap card, which I'm not sure if this specific player runs, but a lot of Cyberse players like to run. It's like a counter trap that says if you control a Code Talker monster, you can negate your opponent's card or effect, right, and destroy it. It's a counter trap. Another thing that Cyberse decks like this like to do is they like to create the U formation. So you're gonna see this end board is gonna have a U shape in the sense of like they're gonna have they're gonna have their own Link monsters in both both the extra monster zones, and they're gonna have like a bunch of other Link monsters in like a U shape, basically. And you know, the Code Talker negated my ability to put summon a monster to that main monster zone, which means whatever monster he summons, like to the second extra monster zone, and the reason he can summon there is because Code Talker has an upward pointing arrow. So see this right here? Because this arrow points up, he can actually summon a monster to that extra monster zone and lock me out of Link summoning completely, right? It's actually pretty smart, especially given what you're about to see him do after that. Nightmare Corruptor Eldlich, right? So he's running that, which is going to summon to my field. So let's read what this says, shall we? When if this card isn't owner control center grave, you can special summon this card from your opponent's field in defense position. Okay, so what does that matter? We'll read the second line. It says, you cannot special monsters except Link monsters, right? So Nightmare Corruptor Eldlich is literally locking me into special summoning only Link monster. However, because of this U formation where he took up both of the extra monster zones, I can't Link summon, right? And he has no arrow pointing to one of my main monster zones that will allow me to put a Link monster. So I am completely locked out of special summoning completely, right? So he gets a Solomon Great Sanctuary, and then you might think, oh, can I just attack into crash into this? Well, you can, and I do try that, but read what this says. This says, if your monster battles, you can pay 1,000 life points, target 1 Link monster you control, make its attack 0, and if you do, gain life points equal to its original attack. So basically, if I try to crash in any of his monsters, he can make that monster's attack 0, and then I can't crash, because 0 attack monsters cannot kill each other. So yeah, it's pretty brilliant, and honestly, if I was playing a combo deck, I'd be royally screwed right now. And then he has a second Balinx, right? So one in the graveyard will protect the one on the field, right? I can't play Imperm because I have a monster on my field. I can't play Evenly Match. I can't play Lightning Storm. Like Lightning Storm would wreck this board, right? Because all their monsters in attack position. But yeah, I can't even play that because you can't play Lightning Storm if you have a face-up card. So yeah, this is honestly a very powerful board. However, I'm not playing a combo deck. As you'll see here, I'm going to go ahead and draw. I'm going to draw a second Winged Dragon Rosfirma, which, you know, you don't like to see because it's kind of a brick. But whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and summon. Break his board. So I noticed he does not set a trap card, so he does not have the counter trap. So I decided I'm going to take out the three most annoying, which is Transcode Talker, the Firewall Dragon, as well as the Cyber Wicked, right? So he has 5 cards remaining in his extra deck. I'm sure you won't be surprised to know that at least one of them has access code. So I'm aware he's going to try to do an access code play. However, I have Ice Dragon's Prison, and his deck is all Cybers, right? So I give him a big ball. I attempt to crash, but yeah, does not work. So I'm just going to set 4 pass, right? All right. So what is he going to do? He's going to Link Summon into Access Code Talker. Okay. And a bunch of chain links happen. Okay. I'm going to immediately on resolution. So technically, Access Code Talker, you cannot reply to its on summon effect with your own effects, and you cannot respond to its effect that pops cards, right? However, there is a window between those two effects. So it's called on resolution, or also known as open game state, where you can respond, right? So I'm going to respond with Ice Dragon's Prison, targeting this Transcode Talker, and I'm going to banish Access Code and Transcode. So the reason I took out Transcode is because Transcode can link climb an Access Code for free. So if he had a way of bringing Transcode back from the graveyard, this says you can target one Cyberse monster and summon to a zone this card points to. So if he has another Access Code, a Transcode Talker can make it for free, basically, right? So he's going to go ahead and make... Oh, look, he makes a Transcode Talker. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and Trap Trick into Dogmatica Punishment. And I'm going to use Dogmatica Punishment to take out his Transcode Talker with Intis. And then Intis is going to take out his Signet Codec. So Signet Codec is a continuous spell which basically allows him to add monsters to his hand for free based on the attributes of Link monsters, right? So he has 3 cards left in his extra deck. I highly doubt he has another Transcode Talker and another Access Code. But anyway, in any case, he's going to end. I'm going to top deck Skill Drain, which is the best top deck, right? Gozen could have worked too, but yeah. So I'm going to put this in defense position. He's going to draw normal his Ladybug. I'm going to Skill Drain. So nothing's going to happen. He's going to activate Signet Codec, Signet Optimization, which gives him another normal summon. But, you know, he's going to make Splash Mage, but Splash Mage's ability does nothing, right? So, yeah, he just scoops because there's nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, very interesting board he made. Would have screwed any other player, but, again, this is why you play control deck, right? Most opponents that you play against are preparing and constructing a board to counter another opponent like them that plays heavy combos, right? Most are not prepared, or like, you know, if they're going blind, right? Crafting a board that will counter a control deck like this. So this is kind of the reason, a benefit of playing control decks. Like, nobody ever expects you coming, right? You can do things that a lot of other duelists can't do, and you always win the grind game, right? You basically change the tempo of the game and make everything to your speed. So you're making your opponent respond to you, not the other way around. You're not responding to your opponent. You're making them play your game, right? Anyway, so... yeah, with Skill Drain, it's like, okay, they can attack this Ibli, but, like, they have no other plays they can make. Like, eventually I'm going to top deck an Eldlich card, and I'm going to be able to start, like, getting my Eldlich engine. Or just, like, you know, Lower Head Prison, or even, like something, right? He just didn't have the monsters left to really do anything to me. So, anyway, yeah. Code Talker deck, very interesting. Always, you know... even if I would say it's not a good deck, right? Like, in the sense of, you know, it's a rogue deck that, you know, it's all right. There are better decks out there. In fact, I even think the Ad Ignister deck that puts out the Arrival is even better, right? But yeah, it's just cool how they build their board. It's very fascinating and unique to, like, you don't really see any other deck pull off something like that. So anyway, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. See you in the next video. Catch you later. Peace.